Blue Book Issue 2. We're here, folks. If you remember, about a month ago when I talked about the first issue of Blue Book, I did not enjoy it. I thought it was exactly what I am kind of upset with Tynion for doing recently, and that is just doing this, This was supposed to be the book that got everyone over to Substack. That didn't work. He has to publish it through Dark Horse Comics now to make some money. Why, buddy? Did you realize not everybody wanted to pay $10 for you to do this? This thing that is, at best, okay. And I don't want to, shit on this book all the time, because there is stuff in here that is compelling and worth talking about. Kind of. There is dedication to it. I will never not be amazed by James Tynion's ability to want to write Vertigo so bad. If we still had Vertigo comics being published under the DC umbrella, I know this dude would be dropping these books left, right, and center, probably making more money than he is now. Because every book he's written recently, Department of Truth, The Nice House on the Lake, Blue Book, I'm sure some of his stories for his Razor Blades magazine, I'm sure he would be dropping them under Vertigo because this is a Vertigo book and it's weird. So let's get into Blue Book issue 2. Barney and Betty coming back from a big old party thing. They're accosted by aliens on their way home. So let's see what they do in that situation. A lot of this book is just talking through the artwork, and Oming is an incredible artist, so it looks good and it's well done, Michael Oming's a good artist. It's easy to follow. Is it interesting? No. So they try to escape an alien that's following them. Is it working? Not really. They go off the road for a minute. They are transported, and then suddenly they emerge later, not really knowing what just happened to them. They lost some time on the road. Classic alien setup. Tynion really likes his classic alien stuff, doesn't he? Like that conspiracy theory, kind of like before the internet stuff where it's like, this mysterious couple was on the road. Suddenly they were accosted by this flashing light. They emerged on the same highway a few hours later, losing 3 hours of day. They do not know what happened in that time. Dude loves that. That's like all of his work. It's weird. So they go home and they're kind of okay, but they're not really okay. They start talking about it. Betty talks to her sister about it. They know a physicist, and if they can find some weird residue on the car, something might have happened. So they get a compass, they place it on the car. It starts to go haywire. She starts to freak out. They get in contact with is it the Navy? No, it's the Air Force. They talk to the Air Force. The Air Force is like, well, that doesn't sound like it happened. So I think you're all kind of crazy for that. But they have a secret thing called Project Blue Book that they can't talk about. So, government conspiracy, another thing Tynion likes to deal with, so they're lying. It's all cover up. Betty's like, it's not. I know what happened. She goes to the local library where she checks out a book on the subject of UFOs. She starts to read it. She learns about this guy that knows all about it. The author, Major Donald E. Kehoe, was director of National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena, NECAP. You get it? We're having fun? We all having fun? They think it's real. Is it real? Yes, it's real. Cool. Something happened to them. And we might have to go talk to the guy from NECAP to figure out what that was. And that's kind of where the book ends. These two are aware something happened to them. But what was it? Who's to say? And it goes fast because there's one piece of dialogue in each panel. Sometimes there's complete pages without dialogue. So it is a quick read. You're just looking at some beautiful art with some good coloring. None of it matters. It doesn't look that compelling, and I'm not having fun reading it. So at the same time where I'm like, I'm glad a book like this exists. I don't like the circumstances it exists under. There is something about it that is worth talking about, surprisingly. But that's not all, folks, because we have the true weird story of the Green Children, which is This is the most Vertigo thing you have written, dude. What the fuck is this? I don't understand why you wrote this. What is the message of this? So, we're in the county of William of Newburgh, circa 1150 AD, during the reign of King Stephen. There's this farmer who finds these two green children He's like, oh my goodness, what are we supposed to do with these green children? He takes them home, starts to feed them. They take him to the knight's house, actually. They go to like the home of Sir Richard de Calne, a knight and local authority. They're like, these kids are here. What are we supposed to do with them? It's like, oh, they're foreign, so they're different than us. And it's a black and white book, but the green children are green. Cool. We like it. Then they just indoctrinate these kids into pseudo-Christianity, and you're like, cool. That's fun. They become normal. We love it, don't we? Is that what we're doing here? Why? Why? I don't know. It's whatever. But the kids grow up. They're kind of like in a normal world. The girl marries. The brother's kind of like off in his own life for a minute. And then they just kind of like remember like their history of like the secrets that they learned about the world and everything. Our land was just like, it was just this beautiful thing, like a far off place. Like on the other side, it's like hidden through the forest and the trees. It's like this luminous country. It's like off in the distance, like this green place. It's like, so is it a real location and you guys are just misplaced? Weird. Not that interesting. This isn't like true weird, right? That's what we're calling it. Is this just about like the church indoctrinating a bunch of kids that are weird? That's not really like a weird story that goes with like the theme of your true blue whatever the fuck. I don't know, it's strange. And then like the girl grows up, the brother dies, and she still remembers him, and everyone's happy. Then they kind of like drop a green cloth into the ground, and out from it blossoms like a beautiful green tree, giving the town a hint of its called. So you can now visit the wolf pits in Suffolk, England. Suffolk, probably Suffolk and not Suffolk. England, in a town now called Woolpit. Cool, so these kids changed the world there. What the hell was that? It's not bad. It again feels more like it's a story from Department of Truth as opposed to, here's a weird thing that happened. I guess that's what the true weirds are. I don't know. I don't like this book. I'm not a fan so far. Yeah. I'll continue to talk about it, but I have not been impressed with what we saw. It's really just kind of nothing. Green children becoming Christians. Cool. That's not weird. That's just history about the Catholic Church. So, Blue Book issue number 2, I'm going to give a 5 out of 10. Thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.